Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my fire family. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you oh so much. We are just going to use tarot this week. Find out what's coming up for you, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me in the comments, where does this fall in for you in terms of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter? What is your placement? I am curious. Thank you so much for all the ways you love this channel, Leo. I appreciate you. You are my fire family. I am a Sag rising. Love to read this Leo energy. Tell me about Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, this is always going to be a reading for the week ahead whenever you find it, whether it's today or a year from now. It's always going to be predictions for the week ahead. Tell me about Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, we've got some happiness. I like it. We've got the Ten of Cups. Tell me about what's going on with the Ten of Cups, please, for Leo. We've got the Queen of Wands here. We have the Judgment. Okay, very interesting. Leo, it feels like this energy here, feminine or masculine, right? We are not reading body parts. We are reading energies. And right here we have the Queen of Wands. So I want to say that that's probably your energy. It feels like you're about to make some sort of a really big decision about your happiness, how to get it, how to keep it, whatever it is. We've got the Judgment here. The Judgment call. It feels like you need to make some sort of a really big decision about your happiness, Leo. You are somebody who is a lone ranger, a lone wolf, I feel, as the Queen of Wands shows up, and she is somebody who is on her own path, someone who's very independent, doesn't really need help from anyone, but has become almost hyper independent because of a lot of trauma that she's had in the past. And the court cards that are fire, it usually does mean that they've come from a hard place. They've been forged through fire. So I feel, Leo, that you've had a lot of hardship in the past, and I feel like it's made you really tough. It's made you really tough. It's made you a lone wolf. It feels like you are making some sort of a big decision, though, about your happiness. What else do we have for Leo, please? There is the Knight of Cups. Interesting. The Knight of Cups. Why for Leo? Because of the Knight of Wands. You're making some sort of big decision about how you move in the world. We have the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers in reverse. Pardon me, having a choice to make, but not wanting to make the choice. I'm going to put down some cards here, and that's going to be for, this is going to be for the week ahead. The cards over here are going to be for a little further from that. So this is going into the end of the month. We're going to take a peek into the end of the month here. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. That's the challenge for the week further to this, please. The Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse. Very interesting energy here. So what I feel is happening here for you, Leo, is you're about to make a really big decision about how you move toward things in the world. I feel like that you generally might move like the Knight of Wands, sort of, not really wanting to settle down. It feels like you move really quickly. You move toward things really quickly. It feels like you like things to stay exciting and passionate. And so that might be why we don't see any pentacles here, because you're not interested in settling down. I feel like you want happiness and romance, but you also want to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I want to say with this Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups showing up, it's like, can't I just be happy and not have to settle down with somebody here? It feels like you're making some sort of a big decision here. It feels like with the Virgo and Pisces energy here with the Judgment card, that you are making some sort of a big decision about the Knight of Wands. So I feel like it's maybe time to settle down, or you're making a decision about, maybe I just need to move quickly in and out of romance. Maybe I don't want this whole house and happiness but it feels like you do want the happy how can I explain it? It feels like you want the happiness of being in a marriage, but you want, like you want somebody to be living with you under one roof, all of that stuff, the family stuff, being together, but you don't really want to settle down. It sort of is, I know it's a contrast of energies here, but that's what it feels like. It feels like, why can't I just have what I want, be the happiest, being this, just not really giving any sort of stability, because it feels like you just don't want to settle down. I think you do want romance. I think you do want a new beginning. You just don't want to have to settle down to do it. Tell me about this big decision here that Leo is about to make. Tell me about this big decision that Leo is about to make about the Knight of Wands. I want to say that that since you were kind of late 20s to 30s, I feel like you've just kind of moved this way in the world, that you're not interested in settling down, that you date some people, you maybe have some romance, but you're not really interested in settling down here. We have the High Priestess. Why is that? We have the Eight of Swords with a bull in the background. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you are in your head about whether or not you want to remain single. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So obsessively thinking about, do I want to be single forever? Do I want to be alone forever? Maybe I can just carry on what I'm doing the way I'm doing it, finding romance here and there, just not really settling down with any one particular person. Maybe I just want to be single for the rest of my life. I don't think that I want to be in a relationship. The High Priestess, I feel with the Judgment card though, there's something going on within you in your gut that's telling you it's time to make a decision. Like it's time for you to make a decision about whether you're going to stay single or not. Because I feel like with these opposing knights here, one is moving fast with passion, one is moving, a little more passively with romance and hanging around, for a duration of time rather than not giving any stability at all. I feel like your gut with the High Priestess here, that you're not telling anybody, keeping it secret, but it feels like you're about to make some sort of a decision about some kind of a new beginning here. Tell me about the Ace of Wands for Leo, please. Because it feels like there's a budding of romance here. I want to say this Ace of Wands has all sorts of buds all over it. It's like this has the potential to really grow, to really flourish. And it feels like you are sort of in the energy of feeling like romantic. Like, can't I have passion and romance? Of course you can. If you find the right person, of course you can. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. King of Cups, the Moon is in the reverse, and the Two of Swords. I think you need to really become clear. I feel like the moon energy here is in the reverse, and to me the moon in the reverse is the sun. I feel like you need to reveal your feelings to someone, but you're holding back. It's like you're blocking yourself from doing that. It feels like you do want to reveal your feelings, that you have really deep feelings that you're not showing on the surface, that this is a romantic situation possibly. It could be with another fire sign. It feels like a very fiery sort of energy with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So you could be the knight, they could be the queen. There could be an age gap here is what I'm saying. And it feels like you really want to reveal that you have feelings for this person. It's like the sun shines on them all the time. And you don't feel like you should be hiding something here, but we've got the Two of Swords, which is the block. You can't make a decision. Tell me about the Two of Swords, please, for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why are you blocked here? Fighting within the self. Arguments. Beating yourself up about something. What is that? trying to find the wisdom, trying to gain wisdom, trying to find your path. It's like the reason that you're the Knight of Wands, I feel, is because you haven't picked a path. And it feels like you're fighting your spiritual self. You're fighting the spiritual side of you. You're very disconnected from the spiritual self. So I think that's why the block is here. You argue with yourself about the hermit energy. Maybe you spend a lot of time alone, but you argue with yourself about finding your light, about finding wisdom. It feels like you're hard on yourself. I want to say that you smack talk yourself. You're hard on yourself. And it feels as though with the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit, it feels like you're disconnected from the spiritual self. Or you feel like you could never find a spiritual self, like you feel impoverished as it pertains to your spiritual energy or your wisdom. It's like, I feel like I don't know enough. I feel like I don't have enough. It feels like I can't connect to me. That's what it feels like here. So it feels like you want to show your feelings to someone. You want to reveal your feelings. And I feel like you want to reveal them to the Queen of Wands, someone who is also maybe Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or has that in their chart, but they connect to you in fire. And that's why I feel like you're kind of like, can't I just have happiness with the Queen and still be my same old self? But I think that the Queen also is very independent, and I feel that you are going to have to be the one that chases the Queen if you want the Queen. We've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Three of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. So I want to say that the reason that you keep your feelings under the surface is because of past trauma. It feels like with the Seven of Swords that it's like somebody shivved you, like not literally, but you know what? It feels like somebody maybe cheated you, lied to you, shivved you. Like, I mean, like, you know, when you're talking about shank you, that's what it is in prison, right? That somebody like stabbed you by surprise, and it really broke your heart. It really was terrible. It was awful. It might have been a third party. Maybe you were walking outside of the relationship for a third party, or maybe the person was. We do have the King of Swords. The person in the past could be someone who is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. But I feel that the reason that you feel that you can't express your feelings to the Queen of Wands is because of default programming. It feels like somebody was really hard on you. I feel like in a relationship in the past that you were quite mentally abused. That's what it feels like to me. Because when the Three of Swords comes up with the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords, it feels nefarious to me. It feels like somebody said things to you for the purpose of breaking your heart. They would lie to you. They weren't honest. They would deceive you in some ways. And I feel like you're worried about of trying this again with someone else that you have feelings for, which I think is the Queen. We have the King of Wands. You know that this person is a soulmate. It's like you can't stop thinking about them, Leo. You know that they are a soulmate. I just looked at the timer. It was 13:13. The thing is I feel that this Queen of Wands is willing to work with you. We have, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles and the strength here, that this Queen sees you ultimately as strong, sees you as very strong, someone who has all the reason to lash out and doesn't. This person sees you as someone who's ultimately strength, but that you hide it, that you're closed off and shut down. You're not vulnerable because you've been hurt so much. We do have, I feel like the energy here tells me that, you know, Leo, that you may be shut down or shut off, that you're not being vulnerable because of all of the hurt that you have experienced in the past. This is the Nine of Wands. It's made you resilient, but also you've been hurt a lot. I've got the Nine of Wands, and there's one wand in the hand of the Queen. I'm telling you that this Queen, I think, is the one who is going to help you drop the burdens of your past. But I feel like you're avoiding this person because you have feelings for them and you don't want to settle down. Yeah, before you can come together, before anything can materialize or begin again, you must heal the self. You must heal the Four of Wands. You must heal your fear of what happened in the past and reconciling it so you don't have to live it over and over again. What's coming up at the end of the month, I feel, is that I feel that you hope that there is going to be victory that is coming at you. I want to say that if it's pertaining to this, the Three of Wands is here, which tells me that something is arriving for you. It probably is success or victory. We do have Leo energy right here. I want to say that you're just around the corner. Just around the corner from getting whatever it is that you want, from receiving whatever it is that you want, because the Six of Swords is here. It's like this person has come back from the fight, come back from the war. This person is just about to head over the finish line and people are cheering them on. I think this Queen is cheering you on from a distance, I want to say, because of the Three of Wands, that it might be distant. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. You feel stuck. It feels like you feel stuck by the end of the month. I'm really not sure what I want to do, but I do want the victory here. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune being the challenge here. You might be struggling with an addiction. Or your person, your Queen, might be struggling with an addiction, but it feels like there is something here that is, stopping you from taking this leap. And I think what's stopping you is fear or doubt or addiction or something that you're doing obsessively that you know you shouldn't be doing. The Knight of Swords is here. It feels like you need to tell somebody about that. You need to speak up about whatever the devil energy is here, because all of this here is blocking you. Maybe it's that you don't know how to express yourself in words, but we do have Gemini energy in the Knight of Swords. Maybe it's you feel like you can't express yourself. You can't tell this person what is actually going on. And for some of you, it might be an addiction or something that you're doing over and over that is standing in the way of the new beginning with the Queen. We have the Page of Cups, which tells me I feel like you want to send a sweet message to somebody here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we do have the Magician. So I feel like you are manifesting something here to happen, but I feel like there has to be something that changes here. There has to be a big change that's been traveling for a long time. The Knight of Pentacles is here. I feel like you have been manifesting more stability here, and it feels like this Tower might be a realization that causes you to send some sort of a message to the Queen of Wands. I really do feel that this Queen is holding a wand for you, and holding it so they can add it to your 9 wands to help you drop some sort of a burden. I really feel that this person sees you as shut off and shut down, although they know that you have feelings for them. They know that you're not ready to talk about it. This is what needs to happen here. We need to have some healing in the way that we're moving here, right? This Knight of Cups, I feel, is telling me you have feelings about this person, but we got to heal some stuff first before you can even think about moving forward. I feel like you're going to experience a Tower coming up at the end of the month here, and it's going to make you make some really big changes in your life. It feels like you're stuck in a situation that you don't want to be stuck in, and you don't know how to express it in words. You don't know how to tell the Queen the reasons why you're actually not coming forward, because it has nothing to do with your feelings for them. I feel like you have a lot of feelings for them, but there's something, whatever it is the devil energy is about, there's something that is stopping you from revealing how you really truly feel. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for coming and watching, Leo. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. Thank you for your thumbs up so you can let the algorithm know that you like this video, and maybe someone else will. I'm going to go for now, and I will be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye.